You probably know someone exactly like this. They travel to amazing places, they eat great food, they have a vibrant circle of friends. But if you look for them online, complete silence. Not a single photo, update, or check-in. It is easy to assume they are just shy, or maybe a little antisocial, but there is a lot more going on beneath the surface. What if they have figured out something about human happiness that the rest of us have forgotten? Think of social media like a massive public museum. We've been trained to take our most personal, intimate memories, a morning coffee, a birthday, a quiet sunset, and place them on a pedestal with a spotlight, waiting for the crowd to walk by and review them. The people who stay quiet online operate differently. Instead of a museum, they use a vault. They take those exact same beautiful experiences and lock them away, completely out of sight from the public eye. They aren't hiding. They are making an active, calculated choice. By keeping the doors closed, they protect the pure, raw value of their own memories from the cheapness of public appraisal. The reflex to pull out your phone and document a nice dinner isn't something we were born with. It is a habit we learned after a decade of algorithms training us to share everything. This diagram shows the biological mechanism behind that habit. Every time you post and get a like or a comment, your brain gets hit with dopamine. It is a chemical reward that feels incredibly good. But watch what happens over time. As those digital rewards keep hitting, the brain has to work harder to feel that same high. The glow fades, the brain gets exhausted, and suddenly you need that external validation just to feel normal. When that happens, your behavior shifts. You stop living in the moment and start looking at your own life strictly as material to feed this cycle. You are arranging the food, posing for the camera, chasing the next hit. When someone decides to stop posting, they are intentionally starving that chemical cycle. They are cutting off the artificial rewards to take back control over their own attention. Stepping away from that loop takes serious self-discipline. It is a deliberate effort to stop performing for an audience and start participating in reality again. Imagine sitting on a quiet beach or laughing so hard with a friend that your ribs ache. For that brief second, the experience is entirely yours. There is a deep internal sense of possession that comes with these moments. It is that feeling that an experience belongs exclusively to you, a secret bit of life that only you truly understand. This diagram illustrates what happens the second you share that moment online. Think of your memory as this solid, glowing gem. The moment you post it, the gem fractures. It stops being yours alone and becomes shared public property. Now that it is out in the open, it is vulnerable. People can judge it, compare it to their own lives, or completely misunderstand it. The value of your private memory gets weighed and measured by strangers. People who don't post recognize this risk. By keeping their moments offline, they are putting that gem straight into the private vault. They let it reassemble, stay intact, and remain completely untouchable. Guarding your privacy is not an act of loneliness. It is the most effective way to honor and protect the parts of your life that matter most. Living online comes with a subtle, constant exhaustion. It is the weight of feeling like you're always on stage, the tiring chore of acting in a never-ending documentary about your own life. To survive without an audience, you need a specific kind of inner strength. Think of it like a steady internal compass. Instead of looking at mirrors to see if they are okay, these people check that compass to decide their own worth. Notice how the external noise disappears. These individuals don't need a flood of comments to prove their lives have meaning. They don't need digital applause to confirm they are enough. Because their validation comes from within, they are highly resistant to the envy that comes from scrolling through everyone else's highlight reels. They can watch someone else's vacation without feeling like their own life is inadequate. Studies back this up. When people step away from the daily digital performance, they experience a measurable, sustained increase in their emotional stability and baseline happiness. True confidence is entirely quiet. It is the absolute peace of knowing exactly who you are, even when there is no audience left to watch. We have bought into this modern assumption that if you didn't take a picture and post it online, the event didn't really happen. But think about the things that actually shape who you are. The heavy grief, the deep joy, the quiet moments of personal growth. Those experiences almost never make it to a social media feed. When you stop trying to capture everything, you get to live inside the messy reality of the moment. You stop hovering outside of your own life, worrying about angles and lighting. So here's a challenge for you. The next time you experience something truly beautiful, intentionally refuse to capture it for an audience. When you lock that memory in your own private vault, you will notice something. The colors look richer. The conversation feels fuller. The emotional weight of the moment stays entirely with you. A life that goes completely unposted is far from empty. It is a powerful reminder that we are meant to be people experiencing the world, not performances begging for an audience.